Hello, this is Trog, and welcome back to Skyblock. I'm in a rage. Okay, I fought the Ender Dragon. There was, I did experiments in the test in the world. I explained my ideas for the Ender Porter, and you know what? I didn't hit the record button. Yeah. What I did do though is some replay mod footage. So here you go. This is what the fight looked like. And the fight was all fun and everything, but I'm telling you, it is devastating to look over to try and stop recording and see that the button says start recording instead of stop. Oh, so mad. Okay, so this is what we're going to do this episode instead. I geared up and did some work on trading with villagers, getting diamond armor and diamond tools. And now I want to work on an Ender Porter system this episode. So if you don't know how or what Ender Porters are, let me show you. So I'll step on this pressure plate, and in less than a second, I'm going to be traveling almost 100 blocks. Boom. These things are so cool, and I'm so glad that you're able to use them with these bubble columns and stuff. So let me show you how these works. You. That's the only issue. We'll work on it. It'll be a button instead of pressure plate. But when I stepped on this pressure plate, it dispensed a minecart, and that minecart triggered this long tripwire, and it went all the way over to here, transfer over with some redstone. And just to show that you can go like diagonally or to the side, that's why I did this. But that redstone triggers another minecart, which triggers this tripwire all the way over here. And then when the tripwire is triggered, this trapdoor is powered off, and we get teleported. So it's really cool. Also, another ender pearl is dispensed and whatnot. And instead of having these command blocks to take me over, I would have another line going this way. But in the Skyblock world, I want this to connect to our different farming areas. And it won't look this ugly for sure. We will completely cover this up. I assume that the item transportation system back to the normal storage, like the main storage room, is gonna also be around this type of Ender Porter stuff, so we won't have to worry about covering it up. We can cover it up with like item pipes and whatnot. And like I said, I wanted like it to look very cyberpunky, and then underneath have all the pipes and infrastructure and stuff, and kind of look kind of grungy. To do this though, we need a lot of ender pearls. So I am going to be making an Enderman farm with that also doubles as an XP farm. So ender pearls and XP farm, that's what we're gonna go for this episode instead of fighting the dragon. So I'm gonna start gathering some stuff together, and I will be back with all the materials I need to get this farm started. So I was harvesting these because they got pretty full, and I realized that I don't need an Enderman farm to build a Ender Porter because I've got plenty of Ender Pearls from villagers. So I will not be making an Enderman farm today. I also realized that I probably want stuff like shulker boxes in the future before I start doing any projects like that far away from my storage system. And heck, I even want storage. I even want shulker box for that farm because it was so far away. So let me just risk my life here and jump down. Yeah, if we look here, we have already got a bunch of ender pearls, so we might as well use them. And the only thing that I'm concerned about is soul sand, but we've got plenty of that, so might as well get to work. We've got plenty of string as well. I don't know how I want to do this. This seems like a very permanent thing, and I want to take my time with it, but at the same time, I just want to get the concept done. So we've got plenty of soul sand. I think I'm just gonna make a temporary thing here. Um, right here, and we want to teleport it over to here. So as like a little side area, I think I'm gonna make this block or one block over. So like here, the ender porter, and that's gonna go straight down. Well, the redstone signal is gonna travel straight down, I guess. That's one thing to consider. How am I going to do that? So I want it to be as fast as possible. And I guess we can wait a few seconds. So the redstone torch chain going straight down or straight up is going to be the issue towards the middle area here. But once it's down in this area, it's fine. It can go on and it'll only be like one tick every so often. So it's not too bad, but it is pretty So we need we need 6 blocks of water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the soul sand will go on this block here, and I didn't pick it up. But either way, the soul sand's gonna go down here, so this will be our little water tube. This is my last trip with the water buckets, but I realized something. I thought I saw the color of iron and realized we need a lot of iron for minecarts if that's the way we're going to do it. And I feel like that's the only way to do it. Unless we maybe use boats. I'll do that some testing in my redstone test world, but I'm pretty sure we need the iron for minecarts. And here we go. Perfect. Let's just test that out with an ender pearl. Ender pearls are here. And this should not teleport us down to the bottom if we throw that. Yep, just barely, and now we're up. We can do whatever, and that is in stasis. So this is the stasis chamber. It's probably one of the biggest parts of the build. And I'll take some wood, and we can make ourselves 2 trapdoors. There we go. Got teleported there. Ooh, okay. Okay, so this is the ender porter here. It'll bounce up and down the water, and we need a way to hit a button. So there's going to be this whole selector panel, and we'll work on it at some point, but I just want to get this one working so I can go back and forth and grind over there. So we'll just make a button here. And to make it symmetrical, I guess we'll put something here too. But let's see. This is the tough part with these type of technical projects. It's the planning. So maybe I'll do some drawing on a picture or something, but we'll have buttons. I want stone buttons. So this here is our ender porter. We're going to hit that button, and it's going to make a signal go all the way down to the bottom of the world and then go over to that area there for the storage system. For a second, I thought about this. So maybe we'll make it so it doesn't go to the storage system, but it goes right there, kind of behind it. That way, if I wanted to, I could just go up and AFK there, flip the lever and whatnot. That way, I don't have to walk as far. No. It'll be easier to put it there, so let's do that. I reactivated the slime farm, got a whole bunch of slime, And you can see how weird this looks. I've never made anything this big or long with slime blocks, so it's kind of strange to see it in a world of mine. But it goes all the way down to the first module of the Ender Porter, and I will go down and show you guys. So it's just like in the creative test world. The redstone block will go down and power these two redstone, and so that will power the dispenser, shoot out a minecart. There'll be a cactus here. I need to make a farm to get the sand and the cactus necessary for that. We're not doing that today. And then once it breaks, the minecart will go into this dropper, and the next time we hit the button, the minecart will get up here. So we need two minecarts, one that's always in the dropper and one that's in the dispenser, and they kind of rotate between the two. And then this platform, as you can see, once a minecart or anything on it for 40 blocks will go all the way over to here and make this redstone signal happen, where we are going to be putting the next bit of redstone, which is the same thing. It is the dispenser, and it should be one block down. So this is kind of the tricky part, where we have to water bucket down and do that. So I made a mistake here. So I put it here instead of one block over. So it needs to be here, because otherwise the tripwire that goes here wouldn't be able to fit. So we're going to put that tripwire there. And we'll just double check that this actually powers it. We should be able to hear it. Yep, there it is. Okay, perfect. This is the only weird thing about playing in Skyblock. So you know how you're sometimes in a normal world you're building in midair, and you have to like figure out how to put stuff in your inventory, how to get up and down and whatnot, and scaffolding. The issue with Skyblock is that's all you're ever doing. You're always doing some weird scaffolding with water or something. So the cactus needs to be here, the sand needs to be here, and then one more block needs to be there. We can get rid of this one. Place this, but we're going to have to do this for a bunch of different places around the world to get this Ender Porter thing up and running for every location that we build. And that is all that's there for that. But then we want 40 blocks. So we take string. I've already only grabbed 40 and go out another 40 blocks. And I learned my lesson from last time. So when doing that one, I didn't light up the blocks that I was placing. And unfortunately, mobs spawned everywhere and just started jumping up and down on this tripwire and really confused me. So I will be blocking or lighting it up as I go here. So like every so often I'll place a torch on the side and keep going. And I made the mistake of not portioning out my blocks. So now I have to use the string to measure. Usually what I'll do is I'll take the blocks and say this is the 64 here that I wanted to use. I will go to 40 and I'll just use these blocks because I know that's the exact amount I need. That way I don't have to count or I don't have to measure. It's already counted in the game. 25 left, so there we go. Now we don't have to worry about counting. Okay, so we are at the end. Place these two blocks. There we go, and it looks like we're making a really good amount of progress. I want to see what this looks like, because that diagonal might look like a really nice bend in the pipe. You know, as you turn, they have the I don't even know what it's called, but a bend in the pipe. Another pipe connecting to two longer pipes. Let's see. So yep, placing this goes like this. Perfect. And the fact that this redstone is powered by this doesn't matter because it's not actually going to connect to anything over here. If there was a dispenser over here or something, then it would matter and we'd have to put a repeater. But it's fine like this. But that's kind of the only thing. Let's take a look at it from above and see what it looks like, because the looks do matter in this as well. So you have to keep that in mind. As long as it looks cool, and I feel like we could maybe make some sort of pipe build around it, we'll be fine. Well, not around it. Yeah, around this mechanism. So let's look. I feel like going up there would be best. Or, you know what, up here. I mean, that does look like a nice pipe bend, as long as I can do that. And then as long as it goes for a little bit and then turns, maybe has another diagonal here and then goes and turns. I think it's going to look really cool. And then imagine having these branching out everywhere and them decorated as pipes instead of just like the black there. Oh, that's going to look so cool. Okay. I like it a lot. With the theme of what I want to do for this world, I think it'll be great. But because I need to basically make another that mob farm over there, I will be ending it for now so that I can work on that and grind some more resources and whatnot. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you've made an Ender Porter network in your Skyblock, tweet me and send screenshots or something, because I want to see what that looks like, an actual network like that, because I don't think I've seen... I know people have done them in normal survival worlds, but I haven't seen them in a Skyblock world where everything's out in the open and you can see it, so... definitely share that with me. But until then, I will be going to sleep, and I will see you in the next episode.